But did you see the video of the young brother in Duval County who got punched by the cops? And I was just talking about how depressing it is watching something like that, knowing that if those cops are bold enough to do that, they must not be worried about the repercussions of what happens after beating up a motorist before he even get out his car, who was showing his hands and everything. So I'm saying, like, I'm not ashamed to admit I'm a depressed man. I have seen all kinds of wild things happen on the street. I'm talking about, I done seen murders on the street. But the people who I fear the most are the police. Because if you shoot at them, you're public enemy number one. You really are tied down when it comes to dealing with the police in this nation. You can't justify nothing you do in retaliation. And this poor brother, who was so strong and resilient, had to take what them crooked cops offered him. And most of the time I turn away from images like this when I see it on TV.
Absolutely.
But I watched it as much as I was allowed to see. And
that's a fact.
Nobody.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right here. Now, you guys, if you haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. I am JLerone, and this is JLerone Presents. Now, Corey Holcomb is on his show, of course, with Rizza Islam from the Nation of Islam, and they are talking about the thing that happened in Florida, I can't even talk, in Jacksonville, Florida, with, you know, the brother who the cops smashed the window and took him out and hit him and stuff like that. Now, Corey said that he saw the video. Now, I don't know if he saw the video that the young man uploaded, or did Corey see the video that from the body cam? Because from what I saw both. Now, from what I saw from the body cam is that he was stopped. The police said that he was stopped because he didn't have his headlights on, and it was inclement weather, right? And he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Now, the young man who uploaded the video, which is like, this something that happened like 6 years, I mean, not 6, but 6 months ago or something like that. It's been a minute. So, but the guy uploaded the edited version. The edited version shows the young man in the car, police smashing the window and pulling him out. Now, I'm going to show you guys the video of what the body cam shows. Now, from where Corey and them is talking, is like they seen it from the young man's video, where it starts off with the window being smashed and them yanking him out. I'm going to show you guys what actually happened. And in my opinion, you might not like it, but I'm not saying the cops were right, but I understand where the cops were coming from. Because in the video from the dash cam, it shows that the young man slammed the door, told them he wasn't getting out. They told him to get out. He wasn't getting out. He closed the door, locked it, would not get out of the vehicle, right? And basically, it was, if he felt like the stop wasn't necessary, like he was stopped because he didn't have on his headlights and it was inclement weather, and he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Again, we can't fight these battles on the street. We got to take him to court. If he felt like he was getting a ticket or being stopped, you know, incorrectly, he could have took that to court instead of doing what he did on the street. So I'm going to let you guys see the actual video of what happened from the cops' body cam, right? Hold tight. Here we go.
Yeah, Florida 2-4 Bravo, Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia. I know like this.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that? I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over? Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt. It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining. This is inclement. It's not raining. Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. No, call your supervisor. Why? Excuse me? Call your supervisor.
Now, if you guys can, it's debatable whether this weather is inclement or not. That's debatable, right? Now, the guy felt like he shouldn't be pulled over because it's not raining. It's still daylight, which it is. I don't know if that's just a state law or this is just something the cops decided they want to pull people over for. It could be wrong, right? The cops could definitely be wrong in trying to stop him because he don't have a headlight in inclement weather. That's debatable. However, even though the guy feels like the cop is wrong for stopping him, why is he arguing with the cop on the side of the road, right? Why is he telling the cop, no, call your supervisor? This is the problem. And Corey and them fails to talk about this issue. I get that they're upset that the cops, hit him and stuff like that, which I don't think the cops had a right. I understand why they did it. But yeah, that was too much, right? The cops did go overboard. However, the young man brought it on himself by not cooperating, which nobody talked about that. I haven't seen too many YouTubers, talk about this and mention the fact that this young man was in the wrong for being uncooperative, right?
Why did you pull me over? It's only 35. I'm fucking driver. I already told you. Why did you pull me over? Step out of the vehicle. No, step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For the night for the driver just slammed the door and locked it. Oh, you're supervisor. Yep. If anybody come in from Commonwealth, I'll leave it. See him, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay. Sir, this is your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window.
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to.
No, you're under arrest.
Hey, hold on, I'm going to push up.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will. Can you step out? You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted to require you. Yes.
Just lock it up. Put the window down.
Correct.
I try to talk to
Hi.
Okay.
So what did he ask for when he I guess,
when he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door, my window over, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, there's multiple people headlights.
Okay. That's still
and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you put that law up?
Huh?
Can you put that law
Yeah,
up?
when you step out of the car, I will.
Hey.
Can you put it?
Well, there was rain because you can see raindrops on the window. But yeah, I get it.
Can you call your supervisor? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands. Here.
Indication 33 and 16.1 hours.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No, don't. Get on the ground.
Put your hands behind. Resist. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No.
Yes, bro. Yes.
That's a lawful reason, bro. You look on the phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you, bro.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not gonna work.
When they asked me to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that. So your partner didn't even act.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, don't resist, you idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong. Can you back me up to the podcast clean up? You back me up.
You start rescue 1067, approximately 30-year-old Bravo 9, laceration.
I did.
There you go. I know. You should put two goes on though. No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What you just...
All right, so that's what happened there. Let's get on back to good old Corey and Rizza and listen to what they had to say. Let them finish up.
No thug on the street. See, the thugs on the street, I know, get dealt with if they don't have no chill.
Mm-hmm.
They all get dealt with normally quick. The cops don't have to worry about having chill. They are confident enough to break the window of your car, snatch you out of there, and jump on you. Nothing is more of a threat to us than the police, in my opinion. I mean, like, out here in LA now, they got people going around calling themselves ICE agents, and they grabbing people. And here's the truth. Nobody know where they taking them people.
That's fact.
So nobody know. You need to be ready. We need to be ready. I'm talking about, see, people say, don't get in there, Corey. No. I'm not stupid enough to think
Keep going,
that
brother.
if they doing that to these people,
Come on.
you know they gonna do that
Right
to
there.
us.
Right there.
I saw some girl talking about Ricky Smiley because Ricky Smiley was saying they're gonna start doing that to us. And the girl, I'm not gonna call her name out, I'm not gonna look it up, but she was talking about how he's a weak man for even saying that and all like this. Listen, I want my black people in this nation to understand. They started out one way with who they grabbing, but all these laws that are being passed is set up where they can grab anybody and disappear you.
Correct.
Rizza probably know more technical terms than I know,
No, that's
but
the right
I'm
term.
not stupid. I'm watching what's happening. If they grabbing people off the street, I know my history in this country. They're going to grab me off the street. And if you don't think...
See, and this is the part I don't like, because to me, this is the fear mongering. Like with the Ricky Smiley thing, that was straight. I mean, I know it sounds good to say that they're going to take black folks off the street, but if you are an American citizen, that's some bold ass shit for them to just come pull a black American citizen off the street and ship him where? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is why when I was watching this, I was like, I like Rizza. I like Corey. A lot of times Corey is hypocritical and in his emotions. And Rizza, like I said, this is the first time I've seen him on here to where he's like, you know, kind of siding with this without talking, like, especially with this guy in Jacksonville. Now, we know that we all, black people, we do start shit. Like this dude, he could have avoided all that by just giving them his registration and license, right? I'm just saying, this shit right here is crazy. Because a lot of this is fear mongering. The way Corey is talking is like they just go come yank an American citizen off the street and send them where? Where they go send you? Back to Chicago?
So, okay, well, you keep believing in this so-called democracy, but I ain't never been stupid enough to believe in this democracy or nothing they tell me to do. I normally do the opposite because I fear for my life. These cops out here, man. Come on, man. These cops people be standing in front of these cops. I know my rights. The rights work for who they want it to work for. The law is written where it's open end. When you take your ass to court, your alleged rights are going to work the way they want it to work.
Can I mention something, brother?
Please give it to him, brother.
First thing, everyone needs to know what ICE really is. ICE is an acronym which stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Number one, they're receiving a sign-on bonus. So retired ICE agents are now receiving a sign-on bonus of $50,000 if they return to work. New agents are receiving a $10,000 sign-on bonus. The qualifications are virtually nothing, meaning they are incentivizing our own people to come against our own people as well. Number one. Number two, when you say you know your rights, shut the hell up. I'm going to say this to y'all so you can really understand exactly what you're dealing with. You are not dealing with sane individuals. A large number and percentage of police officers currently right now are on one or more forms of psychotropic drugs. Listen to what I'm telling you so you can understand exactly who you're dealing with. A number of these people are not in their right mind. They are not sane. Then they are given a license to kill. All they have to say is they fear for their life. Why are you in a position, a job that literally requires you to potentially face death every single day, and you get to run around and say, I fear for my life? That's an oxymoron. That don't make no sense. No, you are giving people a badge, a license, and a gun to kill people indiscriminately. So when you say you know your rights, the first thing that you should know is the right to remain silent. Number one, if you know what
Yeah, he's right about that. He's right about that. A lot of us talk too much. A lot of times you just need to shut up. And that's why this dude in Jacksonville should have just kept quiet and gave up his, keep quiet and just give him your license and registration, which come to find out he don't even have a license. So, and that's another reason. We do a lot of this shit to ourselves. Like if I know I don't have a license and then they found weed in his pocket, if I don't have a license, why would I drive a vehicle with weed in my pocket, right? And you can debate if he should have had his headlights on or not. That's just whatever, right? I think that was some bullshit too, that they stopped him for not having his headlights on in inclement weather. Cause to me, you could, you could still see, right? The visibility was still pretty good. So I call BS on that stop, but I guess maybe that's one of the things, a law in Jacksonville. I don't know. But the young man just, like I said, why would you drive a car with weed in your pocket and you don't have a license? That's one thing, right? And then if you do get stopped, why not just state, officer, I don't have my license or my license is suspended? Maybe all that wouldn't have happened. I'm just saying, a lot of times we do shit to ourselves. We shoot our own selves in the foot.
talking about? Be quiet, number one. Number two, if you don't have a lawyer or attorney, get one. Number three, if you really want to go here, learn how to sue the insurance companies that are insuring the police department itself. Sue the companies that insure their firearms. Sue the companies that are insuring their vehicles. Sue the companies that are insuring everything that they have. This is something that you can do, but we have to really do it. And the last thing I'm going to mention is every black person in America, every person of whatever color you claim, whatever nationality, whatever name or title you give yourself, get a life insurance policy. Why am I saying this? Because insurance companies are going to get pissed off at the number of black folks dying to where they have to pay for their funerals, pay for all their services, to where they are going to start calling these police departments saying, listen, if you don't stop doing what you're doing, we're going to remove coverage from your precinct because we have too much money being paid out because of all these people that y'all killing.
Right.
There's steps and layers to get.
I agree with that too. Black folks, we do need to get insurance policies. And he's right. If they're going to be deleting black folks like they're doing, yeah, they gonna get tired of paying out all this money. You know what I'm saying? They will get tired of paying this shit out.
This stuff done. And last thing I mention is, if you're really about that life, some of y'all talk, but until you have been faced with this situation like I have, not to that point where they broke the window, but tried to snatch me out the car almost, they saw how big I was. And I said, we can cooperate. They tried to grab my arm and I didn't let them grab it. I threw him to the front. I said, I'm cooperating.
Yeah.
I said, I'm cooperating. I said, here's my license. Because they're insane. I'm making this very clear. Y'all really got to get this to your head. A lot of these people are genuinely insane. These are not people you can talk to. That's why an attorney, the first thing will tell you is shut your mouth. Be quiet. I invoke the fifth. Remain silent. I'm serious.
And if you really in fear, say, listen, I'm scared. Just arrest me and put me in the back of the car. Because every moment you're standing outside of a car, you're closer to getting hurt. That's why they want you out of your car. Correct. When you got somebody who really want you out that car, that's danger. I haven't practiced.
Well, I mean, the only reason they wanted old boy out of the car is because he was not being cooperative. If you got to think about it, the police officers, they have to protect themselves as well, right? Even though they got all this training, but a lot of times you hear about these police officers getting deleted on a routine stop because some idiot pulled the gun out of the window and deleted a police officer. You know what I mean? Over a traffic stop, right? So when you have a black man in a vehicle who refuses to get out, closes the door, locks it, and then why you arresting me? Of course, now you're under arrest. So if you're under arrest, guess what they want to do? They want to take you out of your vehicle. They ain't go arrest you and leave you in the vehicle. Then they're not going to say, well, since he don't want to open the door, we're just going to, okay, just go home. Just leave. We're going to excuse this traffic ticket we're trying to give you. We're just going to, ignore the fact that you're being disobedient. They're not going to do that. Now, the young boy just escalated things by not being cooperative, right? So it's not that they want to put you outside and in the vehicle. If he would have just, told them what was up, he would probably just got a ticket and that would have been that, right? Even without his license. If he would have been cooperative, some cops, what they'll do is they'll write you a ticket. Okay, you don't have a license or your license is suspended. Bam, we're going to write you this ticket. Go on about your business. Or maybe if they did arrest him because he didn't have a license, whatever. Maybe they would have towed the vehicle, whatever. Anyway it go, him having the window smashed and being pulled out of the vehicle, all that could have been avoidable. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to go through all that if he would have just listened to the police. That's all I'm saying. But like I said, I don't know why they are not. All they're looking at is the fact that the boy got punched by the cop, window got busted, and he got drug out on the pavement. But a lot of that was the boy's own doing, right? But that's just how I see it. I might be wrong, but y'all let me know what y'all think about it, right? Drop some comments down below. It's JLerone with JLerone Presents. You guys, please be good to yourselves by all means. Let's be good to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.